today's video about why we're aging and how can we reverse the aging process. Again, it is my vision, my opinion. It is different from what you will find in internet and scientific literature, because I have some personal opinion what is the main cause of the aging. So we are talking about extracellular matrix stiffening as the main cause of aging. Okay, so our body actually schematically can be presented like here. So this is a part of our some body. It is supported by the frame of not only bones but a so-called extracellular matrix, and then these blood vessels and living cells and also immune cells, etc. They are supported by this frame. So it is more dense actually, but okay, this is just some presentation that we have a frame from collagen fibers and elastin fibers also, but then we have this our body. So the extracellular matrix is a big part of our body, and it is a frame. This is a frame which keeps all the tissues and all our body. That's and schematically again we can look like here. We have a dense frame of these collagen fibers, and then blood capillaries and living cells inside. Okay, this is just simplification because sometimes cells living cells are very close to each other. They produce some epithelium layer or tissues, but it just give you some idea that we have a frame. Here also a schematical presentation of extracellular matrix, and what we have blood vessels, we have this frame of collagen fibers, and we have immune cells which are macrophages in this, and then we have what important part of the extracellular matrix and our body. It is fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are such cells that produce collagen, and so they are necessary to repair the extracellular matrix in case of injury, and also remodeling it. So they produce not only collagen, they produce also enzymes which are breaking apart the collagen fibers and make the structure less stiff. Because what is happening, we will talk about that. As we are aging, the extracellular matrix or frame of our body getting stiff. And when it is getting stiff, what is happening? Macrophages and stem cells always migrate in our body, and if there is some damage or injury or that infection, then these macrophages go into the place of the damage. They kill when infected cells, they kill cancer cells, or they try to kill cancer cells. And then they use nutrients produced by the digestion of these bad cells to for stem cells to grow. And stem cells are replacing dead cells or old cells. So actually, this is the maintenance of our body. So if maintenance will go well, then our age is unlimited. But unfortunately, migration of macrophages and the stem cells are compromised in older age because the matrix is getting stiff, and the macrophages just cannot go through this frame of these fibers, very stiff fibers. So then they cannot maintenance. They cannot keep maintenance, and then we are aging. One of the result of the aging, of the stiffening of the matrix, it is accumulation of so-called zombie cells. Here we cannot see them. I didn't make picture myself. So, but what is the zombie cells? Zombie cells are such cells which are, in principle, have to be eliminated by macrophages. They produce some signal molecules to attract the immune cells, and that the immune cells will come and kill these zombie cells. But this they produce signal molecules which are pro-inflammatory molecules. This is a normal way to signal our immune system that to come and there is the damage or there is some malfunction in the cells, and then macrophages and other immune cells, they have to take care. They destroy these bad cells or cancer cells or infected cells, and then the medicine should go. But as stiffening is increasing, macrophages and immune cells cannot do their job, and then a number of zombie cells increasing and efficiently. In age where a number of the zombie cells increasing, a concentration of the signal molecules, or so-called senescent-associated secretive phenotype, is increasing to some critical values, and then we are chronic inflammation is developing, and eventually people die from intoxication by these pro-inflammatory molecules, and all this inflammation leads to degeneration of all organs and tissues, and so this is actually a result of the aging, result of why we die. And let's go together a little bit to consider what is happening, why the extracellular matrix is getting stiff. So we have a frame, which are mostly collagen fibers. And when aging is happening, what it is making, it is producing stiffness, progressive stiffness of the extracellular matrix. Two reasons. Excessive deposition of collagen fibers, because this fibroblasts, they are active, they also react to this pro-inflammatory signal molecules. They start to produce more collagen if they have this signal molecules. And then that we have here this fibroblasts, and also we have this excessive accumulation of the collagen fibers. But there is next problem actually. Next problem is, okay, I'm jumping a little bit more. Okay, let's go slowly. So our body is actually have many tissues. What is interesting, we have the same DNA, but cells are somehow very different. We have bone cells, and we have brain cells, we have skin cells, muscle cells, etc. Again, they have all the same DNA. How they are different? Why it is? Why they are different? It is so that extracellular matrix and collagens and controls cell development and fate. It is, again, extracellular matrix is not only a frame which is support our body, it is control fate of the stem cells. Stem cells can go, and they, according to stiffness of the extracellular matrix, they can produce bone cells, they can produce brain cells, like skin cells, etc. Okay, so, and the stiffness of the extracellular matrix is in different organs, is different. In bones it is the highest, and in the blood it is the lowest, and the next is the brain, a little bit more, it is like gel. Lungs also relatively elastic, and etc. So we have skin, and then fibroblasts themselves, they have some stiffness. Okay, what is happening as we are aging? All the frame, all the extracellular matrix getting more stiff. And what is happening, again, the stem cells cannot understand what the tissues they have to they are in. So let's go in this. So stem cells like this, they are not differentiated. They can produce any kind of cells. They can go to liver, they produce liver cells. They can go to muscles, they produce muscle cells, etc., etc. So, and or in brain or blood vessels, etc. And also they produce blood cells, and they produce the immune cells. But all depends on the stiffness. If they migrate somewhere in some tissue, the only what they can feel, or they can see, I mean, with some interaction with organs, it is stiffness of the matrix, and this what is happening. If they come to, let's say, to blood vessels, and blood vessels have high stiffness, which is more normal for bone cells, then what is happening, the stem cells decide, okay, we are in bones, we have to produce bone cells. And then the excessive deposition of calcium phosphate is happening in blood vessels, and blood vessels are getting stiff, for example. Okay, this is, but okay, then collagen deposition is one case of the agent, and but also what is happening, it is alteration of protein structure and function. But why? Because proteins can react with glucose, with sugar molecules, and they react also with oxidated polyunsaturated fatty acids. What is happening? Collagen is getting cross-link. When it is getting cross-link, all the structure of the collagen fibers getting stiff. It is like steel rods, and you cannot go through the steel rods. Yeah, this is. But if it is elastic, you can. The cells can go through. This is why aging is happening, because cross-linking of collagen produce a stiff frame in our body, and immune cells and also stem cells cannot go through and to keep maintenance of our body, and then everything develops all the problems because of aging. What is aging? I mean, what is the cross-linking? Again, we have sugar molecules. Here it is schematically, it is glucose and fructose mostly, and we have collagen. Okay, this is collagen fiber, but schematically it is presented like here. So what is happening? Sugar reacts with collagen and cross-linking it. What is the result? Collagen gets less elastic, it is stiffening, and gets even brittle, and causing skin or any other organs aging. So this is a result of aging, in my understanding. This is again my personal opinion. Some people also keep it. If you want to understand how this advanced glycation end product looks like, then this is toast, and you see this black product, which is actually what we have in our body. This is a result of reaction of some proteins with sugars, and we have this deposition or this black color advanced glycation end products. And you can see this so-called age spots in your skin. Your skin gets some dark spots, which are deposition of this advanced glycation end products. And as we are aging, we're getting more and more of the deposition of the advanced glycation end products, which are protein molecules reacted with, as I said, with sugars and polyunsaturated fatty acid. But also stiffness of the extracellular matrix is increasing. Here I was presenting this slide in previous video, so you see this is a muscle cell, and then muscle cells, and this is a muscle. And then what we have, excessive in aged muscles, we have excessive deposition of the collagen, yes, and we have cross-linking. And what is also, we have inflammation, because when stiffness is increasing, what is happening? The so-called mast cells, they produce pro-inflammatory signal molecules, and immune cells try to come and they consider it as damage, as injury, and they are coming to repair the tissue, but they cannot get through. They cannot get through because this collagen is stiff, so the immune cells are trying to get in, but it is not working. So what is happening? Fibrosis is developed. So cross-linking, and some cells are increasing in size, but again it is inflammation. Actually, it is because of this signal molecules, they produce pro-inflammatory cells, and pro-inflammatory cells also, pro-inflammatory signal molecules, which is SASP. This is actually, they turn healthy cells into so-called zombie cells, because if it is too much of the signal molecules, the healthy cells get converted to zombie cells, and they amplify the signal, inflammatory signal, to attract the immune cells. But if extracellular matrix is cross-linked, the immune cells cannot degrade the collagen, cannot kill these infected cells, cannot kill zombie cells, cancer cells, etc. So what is happening in the age? We have normal liver, and as with age, or maybe with some toxic substances like alcohol toxins, and tobacco fumes, etc. So what is happening? We are getting inflammation, and inflammation leads to excessive deposition of collagen. And then what is next stage? It is cross-linking of collagen with some enzymes. Again, cross-linking can go slowly without enzymes, but if it is some injury, or if it is some disease, then some enzymes are making this cross-linking faster. Okay, and then what is happening? Not only cells stiffening inside, but also the extracellular matrix stiffening, and we have fibrotic liver or other organ. Okay, so here a little bit also let's talk about this. So we have a healthy extracellular matrix. Everything is elastic, and then fibroblasts are also always present, and then this in cells of macrophages cells are present. Is if they are attracted to the injury point, they kill the zombie cells, they kill the damaged cells, and they produce nutrients for stem cells to repair the tissue. But what is happening if, as I said, chronic inflammation is develops because of aging, because of cross-linking of collagen fibers without enzymes, then what is happening? These zombie cells, number of those zombie cells in the tissue is increasing. They produce more pro-inflammatory molecules, SASP, and what is happening? These molecules attract the immune cells. Immune cells normally they are coming, they kill the infected cells or damaged cells. They also destroy excessive deposition of the collagen, and they provide food for the stem cells and myofibroblasts. So it is again we have repair maintenance of the extracellular matrix, and we have maintenance of the tissue. Everything is going well. But in case of infection, or in case, for example, some example that cancer cells, they use this cross-linking and stiffening of the extracellular matrix as a way to protect themselves against the immune cells. So the immune cells try to get in, try to kill, to destroy these cancer cells, but they cannot get through because it is stiff matrix. And also cancer cells, they produce the acidic environment, and in acidic environment macrophages cannot work, because to digest, to destroy the fibers, to produce these nutrients, they have to consume, they have to eat this collagen and cancer cells. But if environment is acidic, they just cannot migrate in, cannot go in, and again this acidic environment plus this modification and stiffening of the extracellular matrix locally produce the tumor, the growing of the cancer cells. So, okay, what else? Other big problem, it is stiffening of our blood cells. So as a sign of aging, normally people are getting high blood pressure. And why it is blood pressure? Because if we are young and we have healthy blood vessels, and especially aorta and healthy arteries, then what is happening when our heart is pumping the blood, our blood is getting inside, and because of elasticity of the blood vessels, it goes with low friction. And I was talking about this because it's not only elasticity of the blood vessels, but also so-called glycocalyx layer, it's producing low friction blood pumping through all our system. But as we are aging, what is happening? Cross-linking of the collagen in arteries and also in all blood vessels makes them stiff. It is just like pipe, rigid pipe. rigid pipe. And what is happening when our blood, our heart is pumping blood? Then what we have, it is the impulse of pressure go to the blood vessels, but also because of stiffness, because these blood vessels are stiff, we have reflection of the pulse wave. So it is not any longer getting very easy so into elastic and blood vessels, but we have reflection. And what is happening, this pulse distribution happens, the changing from healthy, this, pardon me, from this is the heart producing the pulse pressure, and then we have reflection. It is smaller in value, and also it is delayed because aorta is the first blood vessel which should be very elastic. But if aorta is stiff, then what we have, this reflection of the pressure wave is getting sooner, and we have this higher blood pressure in elders. Yeah, I was understanding this problem a long time ago. What I was using, some enzymes to reduce stiffness of the aorta and other blood vessel. It works, and so it is not the best results. But again, my blood pressure dropped, especially diastolic pressure dropped like to 50, and from 100 to 50. And it is pressure which is normal for newborn baby. And my heartbeat rate is relatively low. It is a little bit more than 40, but again, it is indication that heart is strong. It is can pump blood easy. And if I have heavy activity, heavy physical load, then it works well. I'm fine. So it is, my blood vessels are elastic. Every supply of the blood to my body is getting easy. And this is what I see. Even if I am a little bit excited, that systolic pressure it can go a little bit up, but at morning it is even 85, 86, like 89, but okay, below 90. And diastolic pressure, it is in this range, sometimes a little bit even smaller, like 52, but it is again the sign of the newborn baby. So newborn baby definitely have elastic blood vessels, and this is diastolic pressure is a sign of elasticity of the aorta. So my aorta is not stiff; it is elastic. What else? What another sign of the aging? It is that so-called vital lung capacity is dropping. Vital lung capacity is a volume of air which we can breathe in and breathe out. So, and what is happening is this aorta stiffening and stiffening of the lungs, they are related. They have the same cause, and it is related. But again, it's just the same process: stiffening of the blood vessels and stiffening of the extracellular matrix in the lung makes both stiff. And also we have development of this inflammation, because higher stiffness is to high stiffness, these cells react so that they produce the signal molecules SASP. Okay, so this is what is happening normally. Again, it is considered normal process that when male and female aging and above 20 years old, then the vital lung capacity is dropping. When I was young, like 18, 19 years old, my lung capacity was 6 liters with something. Okay, so I was quite good. I was practicing swimming and diving, and so it was quite good physically. But then as I was aging, my lung capacity was dropping, certainly. But again, since I started to use these enzymes, which are necessary to reduce stiffness of the blood vessels and lungs tissue, then it is started to grow. My vital lung capacity is now growing. It is right now. Recently I measured. It is 5 liters, 300 milliliters, It is much larger than normal, I mean, considered normal or average in among men of my age. What is why I'm so optimistic? It is growing. So some people are asking me what kind of enzymes I use, and unfortunately, I cannot say you some name, or even I cannot describe how I do it. It is just some enzymes which are important to destroy these cross-linked proteins. And I should say there are many of these enzymes. I just discovered one way to produce enzymes, but there are many ones. Okay, so this is what is happening. When lungs are stiffening, it is the result like volume is changing. But no, volume of our chest is the same. This is not changing, but stiffness is increasing. So even we try to expand the lungs, we cannot because it is stiff. It is just doesn't work. Okay, so you can check some publications or internet about the role of enzymes. Enzymes can do both. They can cross-link collagen, or they can destroy and destroy this cross-linked collagen and make remodeling, renovation, rejuvenation of the extracellular matrix. It depends on this kind of enzyme, and there are many enzymes, I should say, and so that what is happening again, that's enzymes which are currently in use by people with, for example, pulmonary fibrosis. Pulmonary fibrosis is a result of the chronic inflammation in lungs or other organs, or this fibrosis can happen also in kidney and liver, whatever organ. Yeah. So what enzymes are really you can buy? So I supply some my own enzymes to my people, to my friends and clients, but again I don't know name. I just produce them like other people do it. I just produce it in biological reactor. It is all the same, and I mean the same way, but approximately the same way. How to produce the enzyme, other people do almost the same in biological reactor. So what people use, they use nattokinase and ceratopeptase. Okay, nattokinase, you can check in internet, you can buy it. I tried to use it, but actually because I use more efficient enzymes, I didn't see any impact. So I was trying it 1 or 2 times. It's okay, I decided it's no use for me. I'm already fine. But let's talk about ceratopeptase. It is, again, you can buy it. I don't recommend it. I never tried it myself. But again, I produce something maybe kind of ceratopeptase. I don't know name. I have very limited opportunity to make such research with molecular structure, and so people, it is very expensive, but I do it just practical. I produce some enzyme, I see how they work, and then I consume them regular, or I supply them to my clients and my friends, and they also report a huge improvement in the blood pressure and huge improvement in the endurance and physical activity. Yeah, it works. Okay, but you can buy, at least, again, try. I didn't try. I don't recommend. But ceratopeptase, it is, again, this is ceratopeptase. It is available. You can get it. So I don't recommend. I don't know, but probably it will work. It is produced by silkworms in intestine of the silkworms, and allows the moth to dissolve its cocoon. Cocoon is made of collagen. Okay, this is collagen. So it is the enzyme which is dissolving the cocoon and degrades the collagen fibers. So yeah, then. But of course, in practical application, this ceratopeptase is produced by purification from culture of some bacteria. I do the same. I don't know what is the name of the bacteria, but But I just make a biological reactor, put some kind of bacteria, and I know what kind of bacteria should be, and it works. And in a month or two, I can extract the product and purify it a little bit, and then put to capsules and dry and put to capsules, vacuum seal it, and put to freezer, because it needs a cold temperature to be stored. Yeah, okay, then again, I don't recommend. It's but you decide. It's again, it's very new area. This is what I try. I believe that it's very hot. I work myself on it, and as in previous video I described that some enzymes can be produced in our body by physical activity. Due to physical activity, these fibroblasts, they produce both enzymes for cross-linking of the fibers, but also enzymes to degrade, to dissolve these cross-linking fibers, and then physical activity, I believe, should help to rejuvenate our body. This natural way to rejuvenate your body, to make resistant exercises, especially with high intensity, low volume resistant exercises, because you are damaging, you're producing injury of the fiber of this of your muscles, and then fibroblasts are getting activated. They produce remodeling of this collagen frame, and the stiffness is increasing, then it is getting more elastic. Different kind of enzymes are produced in this process, but I believe then this remodeling can happen because these enzymes can go to blood and can be transported to other organs. So I believe that physical activity absolutely necessary for rejuvenation in this natural way. This I can recommend. This I can recommend because I do it myself and results are great. So only you have to do it properly. Okay, so again, I use some pictures which are not authorized by copyright owner, and but I'm not getting any financial benefit from this video. I don't violate the patent law, therefore. And I remind you that I am not medical professional or experienced athlete, so I cannot provide any medical or professional advice. This is my personal opinion. I'm doctor of science, and what I do, I just make research, scientific research, like a review of literature, and I'm thinking, and I'm trying on myself, because the only living organism I can use for trials, it is my own body. And if I am doing really well, I mean, if my decisions are correct, I see the result. And so just what is necessary, it is necessary to keep it, to continue, and then my body, I hope, will be rejuvenated. The main problem for me now, it is rejuvenation of skin and hair, because it is relatively easy to rejuvenate blood vessels and lungs, because blood, which contains the enzymes, circulates in blood vessels and in capillaries, and then it is relatively easy. If enzymes are present, they work. But in skin, blood circulation is very slow. You can improve the blood circulation by attending sauna, or any kind of sauna. It is steam room or sauna or infrared sauna. Unfortunately, to the moment, I don't have such an opportunity to attend sauna. Maybe in time I will arrange it, but I definitely saw the result of sauna on some elders who go to sauna every day, and in age of like 75 or even close to 80, they were looking like young people. Skin was completely with completely looking young and elastic, so it also works. Again, I don't recommend, because it depends on your health. I know that these people not only go to sauna, but they do intense physical activity, like jogging, like weightlifting. So it is all together. There is no magic pill on injection. So you cannot buy the digestive enzyme like nanokinase or kinase, and then next day you feel yourself young. No, it doesn't work so. But if you do it all together, maybe some digestive enzymes can help, maybe again, but all together with physical activity, you can expect some good results. Okay, that anyway, discuss this information with your personal physician. I rely on myself. I don't trust medical care professionals because I consider this medical care as a business, not actually health care. It is business to make money. I don't make money for now, and maybe in time, I don't know. Okay, thank you for your time to watch the video and support my channel. Please comment, subscribe, like, ask questions, and share information because I believe it is important. I do this video not for money. You see that the channel has not many subscribers, not many views, but I do it for myself. It is my way to do scientific research. In scientific research, it is absolutely important not only to make a review, a literature review, and to make some conclusion from it, but to present this material to somebody, even if these people are not replying, not asking any questions. It helps me to structure the material in my mind, and I understand better and I work better. So this is absolutely important, and in such case, as my research is not supported by government or any other organizations, then it is my personal findings. I can keep them. So like, I don't disclose what kind of enzyme I'm producing. Again, it is not easy. It is not easy. I have this production of enzymes which are limited in volumes. I used to produce about 2 kilo of the enzymes per month, but now situation changed and I had some financial troubles. So I was thinking that I will extend the production of the enzymes to maybe 100 kilo per month, and I invested my savings to do it. But then I lost this because of war in Ukraine. I lost the opportunity to continue this project, and then I'm taking a break for a year or something and try to use these enzymes on myself, and also to add that gym. I'm visiting gym from recently, and I see how well it works, all together with supplements, all together with physical activity. It is fantastic. But again, as I said, I have problem to rejuvenate skin and hair. Yeah, but okay, I hope I will find a way. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thank you again.